right, this is lesson 84A, and we are going to start with our dictionary skills. First of all, let's talk about our quartiles. The dictionary is sectioned off into 4 quartiles, and we have a mnemonic to help us remember those quartiles. Angry,
Elephant, madly,
okay, and dinosaurs. Okay, first quartile is A through D. Second quartile is E through L. Third is M through R. Fourth is S through Z. So today we're going to be working on guide words and entry words. Guide words are words at the top of each page that tell you the first and last word on each page. For example, here and here. These are our guide words. Okay. An entry word is a word you are looking up in the dictionary. And then we've also talked about the order of comparison. When we compare the before guide word to the entry word, then the entry word to the after guide word. Okay. I'm going to write a word, it's going to be our entry word on the board, and you have the entry word in front of you. M-I-M-E. Okay? So I want you to take your dictionary, and I want you to corner the pages and find an appropriate page on which to begin checking the guide words and place the sticky note above and between the two guide words. I'm going to write your guide words on the board. M-A-D-E.
And management.
And M-A-N-A-G. M-A-N-A-G-M-E-N-T. Okay. Now, let's look at the order of comparison. Okay. Let's start with our before entry word, and let's compare the letters until they are different. They're the same. So A and I are
different.
Right. Does A come before I?
Yes.
Yes. So now let's check our after guide word. Let's compare.
M-A-I.
Okay. Does I come before A? No. So we need to turn the page. Okay. Okay, let's compare.
M-M-A-I.
Does A come before I?
Yes.
Okay. So let's check our after guide word. Compare.
M-M-A-I.
Does I come before A?
No.
Let's turn the page. Compare.
M-M-A-I.
Does A come before I?
Yes.
Yes.
M-M-E-I.
Okay. Does I come before E?
No.
No. So we have to turn the page and keep looking. Okay. Compare.
M-M-E-I.
Does E come before I?
No. Well, yes.
Yes.
M-M-E-I.
Okay. Does I come before E?
No.
Okay.
M-M-I-I-E-E. Or D-M.
Does D come before M?
Yes.
Yes. Let's check our after entry word.
M-M-I-I-R-M.
Does M come before R?
Yes.
Yes. So we have 2 yeses. So that means this entry word can be found on these pages. And you found it. Okay. Move to our next word, H-E-R-D. This word is
herd.
Okay, so you're going to corner, find an appropriate page in which to begin checking. Place in the middle. All right. Let's compare.
H-A-E.
Does A come before E?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's check our after God word.
H-H-A-E-L-R.
Okay. Does R come before L?
No.
No, so we have to turn the page.
H-H-L-R-E-E-L-R.
Does L come before R?
Yes. H-H-I-E.
Does E come before I? Yes. So this entry word can be found on one of these two pages.
Found it.
Found it. Heard. Okay, last one. While you're looking for the appropriate page, I'm going to tilt that down just a little. Or S-K-I-F-F. Skip. Okay. So you started with stationary and stoic. Let's compare.
S-S-T-K.
Does T come before K?
Yes.
No. What?
No.
K comes before T. So instead of
Flipping.
instead of moving forward, we have to flip
Backwards.
back. Okay.
S-S-Q-K. K comes before Q, so we're going to flip that.
Like that.
S-S-O-K. K comes before S, so we're going to flip that.
Which one?
S-S-O-K. Have to flip that again. S-S-M-K. M comes after K. So we're going to flip that one. S-S-L-K. L comes before K, so we're going to flip back one. L comes after K, so we're going to flip back one. S-S-I-K. I comes before K, so we're going to go.
Just saying. I comes before K, so now we check our after entry word.
That's what I was meaning. Alright. S-S-L-K. K comes after L.
K comes before L, so this entry word can be found
on one of these pages.
On one of these pages between the God words. Awesome. Okay. So, the order of comparison is when we compare the before God word to this entry word. Then compare the entry word to the after God word. After you compare the first God word to the entry word, if the answer is no, which way do you turn? Back. Yep, back to the before page. After you compare the entry word to the last God word, so that's the second word, if your answer is no, which way do you turn? To the after page, right? Very nice. ARD deck. Keywords and sounds.
I equals in spider I. Combination WH whistle U. Die. Combination U or
Turtle. Take a deep breath. Now, combination.
AR star R dollar Xbox M Mountain Y Yarnia Diagraph OO Book Moon Diagraph CK Truck Diagraph SH Shell Diagraph EECT Diagraph EI Ceiling E Bell A Q Consonant E Mill U Trigraph TCH Match N Neston T N Neston Sync T Table C Rounds O Offers All Robot Diagraph TH Thumb Mother J Georgia Ellie Fool I Igloo I Spider I B Bat Book Final Stable Syllable TIO Station Shun
Diphthong OU.
Mouth Owl
Diagraph OU. That's mother.
Final Stable Syllable SION Explosion Shun Mansion Shun Diagraph AI Nail A Diagraph DGE Badge G Diagraph AI Y Tray A D Zipper U D Dog R Rabbit Room Combination OR Fork or Worm Doctor K Hike G Gig Jim Ellie Fool S Fox Nose H Hat Diphthong O I Coin Oi Diagraph A U Stall or O Diagraph O E Toe O Diagraph
Do diphthong first. Diphthong OW.
Cow Owl Diagraph OW Snow Diagraph A U E Statue U Combination QU Queen Diagraph NG Key Vowel Y Fly I Candy W Wagon Wolf F PK Diagraph CK Church.
Okay, say it again. Diagraph CH Church.
Combination ER turn E meter E C cup city A apple F bacon A ball all banana watch off. Diagraph EA E bread F I consonant E 5 I O consonant E rope O. Diagraph A boat O. Combination
Diphthong OY boy oi.
Diagraph IGH white I.
Diagraph AW
salt all. UML music U. Combination IR bird A company K A. E company E athlete E.
Mommy's. Repeat these words after me. 8 sleigh wait sound do you hear alike in these words? In what position do you hear this sound?
Beginning
Initial and
final.
You do all three positions. What part of your mouth is working when you make the A sound?
A smile.
Smiling. Way to go. We know this sound is a smiling sound. I say A. I'm going to get your mirror in a little while. A. All right. Is this sound open or blocked? A. Look. A. Is there anything blocking the sound from coming out? No. Put your hand on your voice box. Say A.
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 Voiced or unvoiced? Voiced. So the sound is open and voiced, so it can't be consonant sound. It has to be a vowel sound. Okay. I'm going to write these words on the board. Let's see what's making it. E-I-G-H-T. S-L-E-I-G-H. W-E-I-G-H-T. What letters do you see alike in these words?
E-I-G-H.
How many letters do you see that are the same?
4.
How many sounds do you hear?
1.
This is the first time we've seen 4 letters that make one sound in the same syllable. What do you think we call this group of letters? 2 letters that come together to make one sound is a digraph. 3 letters that come together to make one sound is a trigraph. So 4 letters that come together to make one sound is a quadrigraph. You were close. So E-I-G-H is a quadrigraph. 4 letters that make one sound. And we have a key word to help us remember the sound. Okay? This is the number that follows 7 and precedes 9. The Spanish word for this number is ocho. This number is the sum of 4 plus 4. The key word is 8. And we do not have a green card because
it is irregular for spelling.
Yes. Quadrigraph E-I-G-H is irregular for spelling. All right, let's look at our linkages. Okay. I'm going to name and trace quadrigraph E-I-G-H. Eyes on me first. Quadrigraph E-I-G-H. I-G-H. Name and trace. Quadrigraph.
Quadrigraph E-I-G-H.
Okay. Go next door. Name and write.
Quadrigraph E-I-G-H.
Go downstairs. Name and write. And we will not write quadrigraph E-I-G-H in our fourth and final box because it is irregular for spelling. I'm going to give you the name of the letter, and you give me the keyword and sound. Ready? Quadrigraph E-I-G-H.
8A.
Quadrigraph E-I-G-H.
8A.
Quadrigraph E-I-G-H.
8A.
Very nice. So, the name of the letter is quadrigraph E-I-G-H. Keyword and sound 8A. And we know the name of this sound. We said it is a smiling sound, right? And we said that since the sound is open and voiced, it can't be a consonant sound. It has to be a
vowel.
So we call this sound a smiling vowel sound. Okay? Let's get ready to code and read. Review our chart. A vowel in a closed syllable is
short, coded with a breeze.
A vowel in an open accented syllable is
Long, coded with a make run.
Vowel consonant E. The vowel will be long, coded with a make run.
E will be silent, cross it out.
We underline digraphs such as vowel teams like EE and OO. We arc diphthongs. We arc vowel R combinations. We bracket
final stable syllable. Accented syllable.
Vowel in an
open unaccented syllable.
such as E, O, and U are read as
half long. Coded
coded
with a modified make run. I is read as it, coded with a 3. A is read as coded with a 2.
Very nice. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and look at our syllable division chart because we will have a word that it will be needed for. Our syllable division procedure, the first thing that we're going to do is check for any affixes, such as prefixes or suffixes, final stable syllables, compound words. Next, we're going to check for any obvious
coding.
Then next, we're going to see if we have more than one vowel in a position to be sounded, we're going to label the vowel, pattern, divide, accent, code, and read. And let's review our pattern chart. Okay. When we see the vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern, the most common way to divide is between the consonants. Accent is on the first syllable. Second most common way, divide between the consonants. Accent is on the second syllable. Third way is divide between the first vowel and the first consonant. Accent's on the first syllable. When we see the VCV pattern, most common way to divide, the pattern is between the first vowel and the first consonant, accents on the first syllable. Second way, divide between the consonant and the second vowel, accent is on the first syllable. Third way is divide between the first vowel and the first consonant, accent is on the second syllable. Then, our newest pattern, our VCCCV pattern, the most common way to divide is between the first two consonants. Accent is on the first syllable. Second way is to divide between the second and third consonants. The accent is on the first syllable. All right. And then our coding for quadrigraph E-I-G-H. Okay, we're going to underline quadrigraph E-I-G-H because it's a quadrigraph, 4 letters that come together to make one sound. We're going to cross out the G. We're going to cross out the H. And we're going to remember that we read quadrigraph E-I-G-H as A, like an 8. Then, when we see digraph E-E, we underline digraph E-E because it's a digraph. We make run over the first E, cross out the second. Okay. E-I-G-H-T, S-L-E-I-G-H. I'm going to go ahead and code these 2 words. Code and read. I'm going to underline quadrigraph E-I-G-H, and cross out the G and the H. Eight. And I'm going to underline my second word, quadrigraph E-I-G-H, cross out the G and the H. Sleigh. We have 8. Sleigh. Oh, you did it with me. Now it's your turn. Code and read number 2. Ready? Be sure. Right here on your. That would be A. So you got to try the second most common way. So try here. There.
Wait. 18.
Nice. If we see 4 letters that make one sound, it is called a quadrigraph. Instant word. And An instant word is a word that you want to read and recognize in an instant. Today we are on instant words 241 through 250. Phrases and sentences. We're going to begin with phrases. A phrase is a group of words that has meaning but does not express a complete thought. Echo. Run. Run together.
Run together.
Group those together.
Group those together.
Always run.
Always run.
Those always got both.
Those always got both.
Both will run.
Both will run.
About both of.
About both of.
Both got important.
Both got important.
Important paper run.
Important paper run.
Run those often.
Run those often.
Often together.
Often together.
Your turn.
Run together. Group those together. Always run. Those always got both. Both will run. About both of. Both got important paper run. Run those often together.
Nice. Now we're going to move to sentences. We know that a sentence begins with a capital letter, ends with a punctuation mark, has a subject and a predicate, and expresses a complete thought. We pause at
commas.
We stop at periods, and we change the pitch of our voice at at question marks and exclamation marks. It is important that they run together.
It is important that they run together.
Could you group those together?
Could you group those together?
Always run the important paper first.
Always run the important paper first.
She could run both of those together.
She could run both of those together.
Both will run often and hard.
Both will run often and hard.
They said always run with the group.
They said always run with the group.
She got them both to run the paper together.
She got them both to run the paper together.
Often he would say, run for your life.
Often he would say, run for your life.
She got the important paper from the man on the run.
She got the important paper from the man on the run.
Something about both of those is important.
Something about both of those is important.
Read.
It is important that they run together. Could you group those together? Always run the important paper first. She could run both of those together. Both will run often and hard. They said always run with the group. She got them both to run the paper together. Often he would say run for your life. She got the important paper from the man on the run. Something about both of these is important. Those is important.
Nice. Okay, I want you to look at number 8. So I noticed in number 8 that this there are quotation marks, so that there's something being said, and I see an exclamation mark. So when we read that, we read it a little flat. Let's change the pitch of our voice when we read it this time. Often he would say, run for your life.
Often he would say, run for your life.
Much better. And we did that because the pitch of our voice should change when we see an exclamation mark. All right, you make it those way. And we are getting ready to code and read sentences. Can we start first? Okay. So just a reminder about our charts. We just went over these for our coding and our reading. We have our vowel chart. We have our syllable division chart. And then we have our pattern. Or our syllable patterns, I should say. All right. We also need more coding. All right, so when we see quadrigraph E-I-G-H, Carly, we're going to underline quadrigraph E-I-G-H, cross out the G and the H. When we see vowel, consonant, E, the vowel will be long, but it will make right, E will be silent, cross it out. This is where I wrote it. When we see vowel R-E, the E unlocks the combination. So the vowel will be long, code it with a macron. E will be silent. Cross it out. Okay. We see combination OR. We're going to arc combination OR and code it with a tilde and an unaccented syllable. We are going to arc combination WH. We are going to underline digraph EA, code E with a macron, cross out the A. Like adjacent consonants make one sound, we usually cross out the second. In a one-syllable base word, when we see a voice before a final S will make the sound. Okay, that S with a voice line. Underline, digraph EE, put a macron over the E. First you cross out the second. We're going to arc, combination UR. We're going to underline, digraph SH. We're going to box, vowel, suffix, ING. Okay, eyes on me. The word is hour, O-U-R, read the word.
Hour.
The, T-H-E, read the word.
The.
Two, T-O, read the word.
Two.
And these are learned words, so we circle. Okay. That took up a lot of space, my coding did. I'm going to write the sentence here. W-H-I-L-E.
Hour.
O-U-R. N-E-I-G-H-B-O-R. I-S. A-T-A-T-T-H-E. V-E-A-C-H. Comma. W-E. W-I-L-L. T-A-K-E. C-A-R-E. O-F. H-I-S. C-A-T. All right, here we go. I'm going to arc. Combination WH. Macron over the I, cross out the E. While. Circle learn word hour. All right, I noticed that we have more than one vowel in a position to be sounded, but I'm going to look at my obvious coding first. I kind of worked backwards on that. So let's look at our syllable division patterns. Do we see any affixes or suffixes in this word? Final stable syllables, compound words? No. Okay, any obvious coding? I'm going to underline quadrigraph E-I-G-H because it is a quadrigraph. I'm going to cross out the G and the H. I'm going to arc combination O-R. Okay, now I'm going to label my vowel. I'm labeling A, quadrigraph E-I-G-H as one vowel. Okay, makes that one vowel sound. And then I'm labeling B as a consonant and my O, combination O-R as a vowel. So what pattern do we see? V, C, V. And the most common way to divide this pattern is between, you see, the first vowel and the first consonant. So I'm going to divide accent, which means the second syllable is unaccented. All right, and now what we know is that OR in an unaccented syllable says and we're going to code it with a tilde. Neighbor. Vowel in a closed syllable is short, code it with a brief. I'm going to code S with a voice line. Is, vowel in a closed syllable short, code it with a brief. At, circle, learn word the. Underline, digraph EA, code E with a macron, cross out the A. you can underline, digraph, CH. You don't necessarily need that anymore, so we've stopped doing that. But we'll go ahead since you mentioned it. Okay? A vowel in an open, unaccented syllable is long, coded with a macron. Vowel close syllable short, coded with a brief. Alike adjacent consonants make one sound, usually cross out the second. Will. A consonant E, the A will be long, coded with a macron. E will be silent, cross it out. Take. And now I see that vowel R vowel pattern. So that tells me that the vowel, that E, unlocks the combination. A will be long, coded with a macron. E will be silent, cross it out. Care. Circle learned word.
No, we don't.
I didn't know it, did I? Circle learned word of. I just missed it. Vowel and close syllable is short, coded with a brief. I'm going to, yeah, voice line through F. His. Vowel and close syllable is short, coded with a brief. Cat. While our neighbor is at the beach, we will take care of his cat. Okay, your turn. I'm sorry. ING. Oh, fox. Vowel. ING. Mm-hmm. That means the person understood E here is going to have remember? Mm-hmm. Window.
A. That's what I put. A.
Faces up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When Kay turns 18, she will take a trip. She is taking a trip to Rome.
Nice. Very good. So when we see quadrigraph EIGH in a word, we read it as A, like in neighbor, or 18. Right? Forever. Okay. So I want you to take a look and tell me what you notice about these words.
They all have EIGH.
They all have quadrigraph EIGH. Now, I also notice, as I'm looking at my charts, that the first section of words, those are one syllable base words. But these words have more than one vowel in a position to be sounded. So they're not one syllable, they are
two syllables.
Yeah, two.
Like neighbor.
Neighbor. You got it. So we know that when we're reading two syllable base words, there's more than one vowel in a position to be sounded, and one syllable will be accented. That means the other syllable will be
unaccented.
You got it. Okay. Echo me. 8. Freight. Sleigh. Neigh. Way. Away. Neighbor. Bobsleigh. 18. Invey. Now, second.
Way. 8. Neigh. 8. Sleigh. Mm-hmm. Neighbor. 18. Sway.
Away.
Invey. Way. Bobsleigh.
Nice. Read one section here just.
8-way. Nay. Bobsleigh. Inveigh.
So there's a word here, inveigh. And when I read this word, I was curious about the meaning. Inveigh means to speak or write about something with great hostility. So hostility means you're not really being a peacekeeper or a peacemaker. You're probably angry about something. Okay, time for our spelling next. So you need your spelling notebook. And you're going to look and listen, echo, name and write. Eyes on me.
Digraph. O. Says.
Ooh.
Digraph. O. Says. Ooh. Digraph. CH says. Moo. Digraph. TH says. Lulu.
Shh.
Digraph. SH says. Digraph. CH says. Final position. TCH says. CH says. And says. Digraph. And says.
Let's try again. As in cute.
Digraph NG says. Comma. And says.
Way to go. So take a look at these spellings.
Teachers, please pardon the interruption. We are looking for the small brown lunch bags, little paper sacks. If you have any of those that we could have in the office, would you please
The spellings of
send those up to us? We would greatly appreciate it. Just these small paper lunch bags. We are in desperate need. Thank you.
PAT. Now look and listen. We're going to echo. We're going to unblend. We're going to pull our colored squares. We're going to add. Take away, trade, switch, repeat. Add, take away, trade, switch, repeat. Eyes on me. Poke.
Poke. Oak.
Forgot to review. I forgot to review. Erase the fact that we just did that word. We went over our chart. Let's review our color squares. Okay, so we know that our teal and gray color squares are combinations. We know that our solid colored squares are consonants. Then we have our pink rectangles, and they're smiling vowels. E, N, F, A, I, Then we have our light pink rectangle, then open vowel, ah. Peach, open vowel, all. Then we have our round vowels, O, U, U. Then we have bossy R, bossy R, bossy R, or, glider, oi, glider, ow. Difficult to say. Now, let's try that again. Poke.
Poke. Oak.
If this is poke, oak, show me, spoke, is spoke. Oak. Show me spark. Watch. Arc. If this is spark, arc. Show me sparse. Arse. Okay, so what did we do? We traded an unvoiced back kicker for an unvoiced thin string in the final position. Replace. We are going to look at our spelling formula strips, our rules. When we have a consonant suffix, we can just add. Right? Here we go. When we have a vowel suffix, we have to check the last 3 letters in the base word. If the last 2 letters are consonants, we can just add. If there is a vowel team in the last 3 letters, we can just add. When we have one vowel, one consonant, and one accent, we double the final consonant before adding the vowel suffix. We then have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel suffix. Okay? When we have a final consonant and a silent E, we drop the silent E before adding the vowel suffix. We then have a consonant, vowel, suffix. Okay, so we're going to use these. I'm going to write the words here. Can you see? Can you see here? And see the chart? I'll write some words on the board and look for what you see alike in the words. H-U-S-K-Y, D-R-Y, N-A-S-T-Y. What letter do you see in the final position?
Y.
What kind of letter do you see before it?
Consonant.
Consonant. We want to add a suffix. So we want to add ER. We want to add vowel suffix ED. And we want to add vowel suffix EST. Right. What kind of suffix do you see? Carly, what kind of suffix do you see?
Vowel.
Do we have a rule that fits? Do we have a rule that fits a consonant Y and then adding a vowel suffix? Check them and see. Consonant and then a Y and adding a vowel suffix. We have consonant E, but do we have consonant Y? No. So watch to see what happens when the suffix is attached. Okay, so watch this. When we attach the suffix H-U-S-K, watch the Y. I-E-R. D-R-Y. Whoops. D-R-I-E-D. And N-A-S-T-I-E-S-T. Watch what happened. What did we do, Carly?
We dropped the Y and the I.
We changed the Y to I and attached the suffix. This is called the changing rule. So, when adding a vowel suffix to a base word that ends with C, vowel Y, change the Y to
I
and attach the suffix. And here is our new rule and formula. Moving this one here because we'll be using it quite a bit. Okay. Let's practice one together. Let's write B-A-B-Y. You write it also. Plus vowel suffix ed. Okay. Do we have a vowel suffix?
Yes.
So we check the last three letters of the base word, A-B-Y. The base word ends in consonant, vowel Y. So you change the Y to
I.
and attach the suffix. B-A-B-I-E-D. Babied.
What does that mean?
If someone's babied, it means they're being treated like a baby. Okay, I'm going to erase these words. H-A-P-P-Y D-U-T-Y M-E-R-R-Y. What letter do you see in final position?
Y.
What kind of letter do you see before it? A consonant. We want to add a suffix. Okay? Consonant suffix N-E-S-S. Consonant suffix F-U-L. Consonant suffix L-Y. What kind of suffix do you see? Consonant or vowel suffix?
Consonant.
What was our consonant suffix rule? Check it out. Most of us, when we're adding a consonant suffix, we just
add.
Okay.
But there's a Y.
Oh, you're right. Watch to see what happens, you've already noticed, when the suffix is attached. Okay. H-A-P-P-I-N-E-S-S D-U-T-I-F-U-L M-E-R-R-I-L-Y. What did we do?
Got that Y.
We changed
the Y to an I.
You're right. And attach the suffix. So when adding any suffix to a base word that ends with consonant vowel Y, change the Y to I and attach the suffix. And here is our full chart or our full spelling procedure. Okay? Again. Okay. C-R-Y, S-P-Y, L-O-B-B-Y. What letter do you see in final position?
Y.
What kind of letter do you see before it?
Consonant.
We want to add a suffix. Plus vowel suffix ing. Plus vowel suffix ing. Plus vowel suffix ing. Okay, what kind of suffix do you see?
ING. Vowel.
You're right. A vowel suffix. Do we have a rule that fits?
Yes.
Now we do. Watch to see what happens when the suffix is attached. C R I-N-G. S-P-I-I-N-G. L-O-B-B-I-I-N-G. What did we do?
Add to I.
What do we know about the letter I in the English language? I is never, it's never doubled. Yeah, it's never doubled. So now watch to see what happens. Okay. C-R-Y-I-N-G. S-P-Y-I-N-G. L-O-B-B-Y-I-N-G. Now, what did we do? We just added. So when adding any suffix except one that begins with I to a base word that ends with consonant vowel Y, we change the Y to an I and attach the suffix. So let's go back and review our rules. Let's go over all of those, okay? All right, could have just left them hanging. A base word plus a consonant suffix, we can just add. When we have a vowel suffix, we have to check the last 3 letters of the base word. If the last 2 letters are consonants, we can just add. Okay, if there's a vowel team in the last 3 letters, we can just add. When we have one vowel, one consonant, and one accent, we double the final consonant before adding the vowel suffix. We then have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, suffix. When we have a final consonant and a silent E, we drop the silent E before adding the vowel suffix. We then have consonant, vowel, suffix. And today, when we have a final consonant, then vowel Y, and we are adding any suffix except one that begins with I, we change the Y to an I and add the suffix. Okay, so let's review. F-L-Y, fly, plus vowel suffix I-N-G. Okay, I'm going to take a look at my word. I notice that I have a consonant and a final Y, but I also need to look at my suffix to determine what kind it is. Is this a consonant suffix or a vowel suffix?
Vowel suffix.
Vowel. So I'm attaching a vowel suffix to a word that ends in Y. F-L-Y. We can just add I-N-G. The word is flying. Okay? And one more review. So today, we learned a lot. And most of our words that we read today had the A sound, spelled with E-I-G-H. And we know that 4 letters that come together to make one sound is called a quadrigraph. And our keyword and sound for our quadrigraph, E-I-G-H, 8A. You did. You can stop.